And it gets even worse. We see Butcher gassing MM's head to keep do. And it gets even worse. We see Butcher gassing Emma's head to beat Yui's ass. This scene had me dying, bro. Butcher was fiending for violence. And for some reason, Kimiko just wanted. And for some reason, Kimiko just wanted to talk shit too. Eventually, the boys start fighting, like really fighting, saying some crazy shit. And again, I love how Yui is acting. Bro, why is he violating? Bro, why is he violating MM like this, bro? Soldier Boy traps Homeland. Soldier Boy traps Homelander. We get an amazing scene from Butcher and Homelander. The two. And we get an amazing scene between Butcher and Homelander. And even though the two are very terrible, we jet and and Homelander and Butcher kind of lost their mind. I just love just how Butcher is just rage baiting everybody. He might be one of the biggest rage baiter alive, bro. Anyways, after that, Frenchie Cavis. Anyways, after that, Frenchie Cavis, Soldier Boys to blow up the person that made everybody rage. Well, what are my thoughts about this episode? Well, again, a pretty useless episode. Even though it was an entertain, even though it was an ent- even though it was an entertaining episode, this is the last season, so I don't get why you're making this type of episode right now. It feels like the season really wanted to have like 5 or 6 episodes, but was forced to make like 8 episodes. We did get a little bit of we did get a little bit like of we did get a little bit of character development and seeing just how insecure Soldier Boy is, but again, it's small moments. It feels like they're splitting half episode and putting on other episode and adding filler just to round out the season. Oh yeah, and oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, and the Seven are trying to convince the world that Homelander is God. But back to my point. Even though that I didn't like how A-Train died in the first episode. Was it in the first episode? But back, but back, but back to the subject. Even though I didn't like how, even though I didn't like how A-Train died, it did. At least shit was happening in these episodes. For almost 2 episodes straight, barely anything was going on. Now, now episode 5 was a little bit more interesting. We start the episode with the Seven basically trying to find a way to convince America to believe that Homelander is God now. We see, we we cut to Firecracker basically being terrified of Homelander. I think we realized that she was terrified around season 4, but now it's pretty obvious that she doesn't want to be a hero. Well, I mean, she's not a hero, but she doesn't want to be in the situation she is right now. She probably wants to run away, and she got she knows that Homelander is delusional, is not really a god, and she knows that everybody else knows that, and she knows that everybody else knows that all of this is bullshit. She is scared out of his mind, and this was basically her best episode. It felt really realistic, like when a person is trying to hide their real beliefs around family members or friends. And when you see her almost crying when she threw her old town under the bus, that shit was actually an amazing scene for her. And even though she's a bad person, you can understand her situation. She's not like Soldier Boy who can just she's not like Soldier Boy who can just like stand up to Homelander. She's a weak person compared to Homelander. So the second she defies him, it's over. Now to Black Noir. Now it's Black. Now it's Black Noir. Now is now cut to the now cut to Black Noir. We see his life outside of his main job. He's basically a talented actor, and he's still pissed that Deep did a KD move on him. I would be mad too. Imagine carrying your trash ass friends. I would be mad too. Imagine carrying your trash ass friend on 2K and they get the MVP because they kept having wide open shots and had 50 points. Like, gang, I was defending, passing that shit, and I had 20 points. I had a triple double. Give me the MVP, gang. Anyways, Nora is talking to his boss, basically telling. Anyway, Nora is talking to his boss, and his boss says to get his get back. So yeah, the Deep is gonna die. So yeah, I think this is. So yeah, I think this is a good time to say that the Deep is probably gonna die by Black Noir's arm. It's probably gonna be like a haha scene, but they can surprise me and make it a little bit more serious. So while they're doing their podcast, the Black Noir. So while they're doing their podcast, hey. Yeah. So while they're doing the podcast, Noir takes the spotlight of Deep by basically being smarter than him. By basically being smarter than him. And I do love how Noir is basically more normal compared to these people. It is kind of a he is kind of a joke character, but he is just an average Joe. But he is just an average Joe that just so happens to be a very good actor.